since you're here, you're marketing the medical tourism. I'm coming to Nairobi. And I know when I get back to America, the chances of me getting it done are probably slim to none.
Slim to none.
So I'm like, let me go ahead and take care of it now in Nairobi. So I'm going to the hospital today, get just a full physical.
Full physical. Welcome to Nairobi, Kenya. Look who we have. We have Dynast Amir here in Kenya.
In Nairobi.
In Nairobi, Kenya. For Conversations in Culture. We're going to learn a little bit about him, and I want you guys to ride with us. So let me get over here.
There you go.
Thank you.
And I got to get used to this because I'm in America, you know, we drive on that side. So I'm like, yeah, okay. We in there.
Boom.
Boom.
All right, guys. Welcome back to another Conversations in Culture. And as I said before, we have Dynast Amir here with us today in Nairobi, Kenya. And as you all know, this podcast is featuring the diaspora outside of the Kenyan diaspora, but we also feature Kenyans who are doing great things here in Kenya and on the continent. So without further ado, can you please introduce yourself to us, sir?
I am Oba Dynast Amir. I own and operate a travel brand called Donfo, and then I'm more known for my YouTube page called In Search of Uhuru.
Yes.
So that's who I am.
Yes. Tell us the meaning of your name.
What, Uhuru? In Search of Uhuru?
Yeah, your name.
My name. So I was born Albert Horton Hollis II. I'm from Sacramento, California. And so I legally changed my name back in 2009 to Dynast Amir. So Dynast means starter of a dynasty, Amir means ruler. Then I added my Yoruba names that I was given once I was coronated as Oba, which is Prince in Nigeria in the kingdom called Odoruo. The names I was given was Abefe Adewale. Adewale means the crown returns home. Abefe means one that you have to beg to love. So that's the meaning of my names.
All right. So you do have a brand. I think we connected how many years ago now? I believe it's...
You said like 7.
It's been like 7 because I was Underworld Views.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I'm thinking 2019. That's like, well, that's 6.
Yeah.
That's 6.
So, okay, so 6 years ago.
I would say before COVID was 2020.
So
I would say
6
before,
years.
yeah, I would say 6 years.
So 6 years ago, we were on the platform talking about what we're doing now. But you too also was still is in the travel industry. Tell me a little bit about your brand and your very unique style of traveling.
See, the thing is, I wasn't necessarily in the travel industry
at
that time. I don't think so. I don't think I did my first tour, which was to Nigeria, was in August of 2019.
Right,
I'm not sure if we connected after or before then.
I think it was before.
Really?
I have it's on my playlist. I can find the interview. But I think you had already done at least one trip.
Okay.
Yeah.
That could be the case. So primarily I was just on my own journey entitled In Search of Uhuru. So my first trip to Africa was in 2011. I went to Tanzania.
Same time as mine.
Oh, wow.
So we've been doing this for about 14 years.
14 years. We OGs now.
Yeah, we OGs.
We OGs, triple OGs.
Yeah.
So what was interesting, so I flew, originally I was going to go to Brazil.
Okay.
Have fun.
Okay.
You know, I'm not going to get into the details, but I was going to have some
we
fun.
We know what that means.
Yeah, I was going to have some fun. You know what I mean? My homeboy was like, listen, Dynast, you get you a villa, you know, like $500 for the week, get you 2 girls, you know, you're going to have some fun. So the girl I was supposed to go with, she backed out. She went to the University of Georgia with me. She was Brazilian. She ended up backing out because she was going to host me.
Okay.
So then a friend of mine, Yishak Abraham, was like, hey, I called him, was like, hey, listen, I want to take a vacation. I want to travel. Any suggestions? He said, go to Tanzania.
Okay.
I said, Tanzania? He's like, yeah, Tanzania. I was like, okay. So I started to research Tanzania, and there's an island called Zanzibar.
Yep.
I didn't know Zanzibar was a real place because at the time in LA, there was a nightclub called Zanzibar.
Okay.
And so I said, that's confirmation. So I ended up coming to Tanzania December of 2011.
Okay.
So I remember I fly British Airways. I flew from LA to Heathrow, which is London. Then from London to Dar. You know, we land, you know, go through passport control, baggage claim. And I remember coming out of the airport, and of course, you had the locals selling the SIM card.
Right.
You need taxi and all of that. And so they were speaking Swahili to me.
Yes.
And I told them, like, I don't understand. So then they started speaking English, and they started asking, where are you from? They said, are you from South Africa? I said, no. They said, are you Ghanaian? I said, no. They said, where are you from? I said, I'm from America. I'm Black American. They're like, no. Where are you from? I'm like, I'm Black. I'm from America.
Same thing.
They're like, no, which tribe are you from?
Right.
And I had to tell them at the time, I didn't know.
You didn't know. Okay.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
Right. Okay.
So that's how and that's where In Search of Uhuru was birthed. It was, you know, my personal journey to uncover my African roots.
Okay.
So through uncovering, I found out I'm Yoruba and I'm Mende. I also have some small Balanta as well. Yoruba, Nigeria, Mende, Sierra Leone, Balanta, Guinea-Bissau.
Okay.
And I just wanted to reconnect. So that was
my
the
introduction.
Journey. That was the introduction, and that's what birthed it. In Search of Uhuru.
In Search of Uhuru.
Uhuru,
yes.
Right? Which means freedom.
Yes.
In Swahili, because Swahili was the first African language that I came in contact with.
All right.
That I was introduced to. So
let's go back a bit. Where are you from originally in the States?
I'm from Sacramento, California, South Sac, Florin Road, and 21st Street.
I thought you were from Atlanta.
I live in Atlanta, so I was highly recruited to play football and run track out of high school. Could have went anywhere. I ended up committing to the University of Georgia in Athens.
Okay. Athens, Georgia.
Right. So from Athens, I just relocated to Atlanta. Then from Atlanta, you know, I relocated back to Cali to LA because I was pursuing entertainment, modeling, acting.
Okay.
That didn't work out. So I went back to corporate America and then ended up transferring through my job back to Atlanta in 2014.
Okay.
And so base in America has been Atlanta since 2014.
Okay. So since 2014, but you're originally
from Cali. I'm West Coast.
I did not know that.
Sacramento.
Okay.
My area code's 916. Like
I don't know that. You know, us on the East Coast don't know nothing about the West Coast.
Okay.
Yes, but do you live there now? Because I know you back and forth. You're primarily here on the continent.
Well, no, people think I'm primarily on the continent, but I'm primarily in Georgia. I'm in Atlanta.
Really?
Yeah.
It looks like you're always here.
I will primarily be in the States until my son turns 18. He's 11 now. He'll be 12 in December, so 6 more years. Then that's when the majority of my time will be spent.
Wow, we're so similar in that because I did the same thing.
Okay.
So I would, you know, I've been going back and forth just like yourself, but now I'm primarily here, but I waited till my son turned 18 and graduated from college.
Right.
I mean, from high school. So now my son is a sophomore in college.
What college does he go to?
He go to Jacksonville University.
Okay.
Yeah. So, okay, cool.
In Alabama or Florida?
And Florida.
Okay.
Yep, Jacksonville. So then let's talk about, I still want to go back a bit in your childhood on just what it was like to get you here. Give me a little bit about family structure, things of that, because I believe some of that is what essentially get us here. Tell me a little bit about that.
So my dad used to travel a lot to Africa.
See?
So Liberia, Kenya, West Africa. He was involved in diamond trading.
Okay.
So he would get raw minerals and bring them back to America.
Okay.
My mother was her birth name was Judy.
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 Okay.
She read Jomo Kenyatta's autobiography.
Wow.
Or biography. She said she came to Kenya before too.
Mm-hmm.
And she ended up changing her name to Kenyatta.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there was always this, I guess, seed that was somewhat planted already, but they never really like pushed me or really brought up, travel to Africa or anything of that nature. Like I said, it was more of a just choice of my own once people suggested,
but it was in your DNA though.
Oh yeah, it's
What'd
in my
you say?
DNA. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because my dad traveled to Africa all the time.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was like at the first Festac in Nigeria. He would come to Kenya. He was all over West Africa. So my dad was in Africa a lot. And I somewhat regret, because my dad passed away in 2017.
Okay, sorry.
So, well, my dad passed away at 88. He had me when he was older.
88?
Yeah. So my dad...
he lived a life.
He lived a life. Yeah, so, but I regret not really having conversations about Africa with him.
Okay.
Like, how was your experience? Where'd you go? And how was this? Like, we never really talked about it. I don't know why. I just never really brought it up. I get more secondhand information from my mother.
Okay.
But yeah, so, my dad, my sister, they would go to Liberia.
Oh, wow. So is this an older sister?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they would go to Liberia, experience Liberia.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so like you said, it's in my DNA.
It's in your DNA.
Yeah. So first time I came, I fell in love, and I told people, like, Dad, it's when you go into Asia, when you go into here, when you go in there. I'm like, listen, if I'm getting on a plane, I'm going to Africa.
Yeah.
In 2011, every vacation that I got, every PTO time that whenever I receive PTO and vacation, I'm like, I'm coming to a new country or coming to Africa.
That's amazing. And I remember when I first started seeing you online, I'm like, man, this guy is traveling here, he's traveling there. And we're age mates, so we're both 1982. 82 babies. That's the best year ever.
82.
Yes. And so we got a parallel and some similar things here. So once you started coming to the continent, you fell in love with the continent. Now you start cultivating this idea.
Right.
Tell me about that.
No, it was In Search of Uhuru.
It's right.
So it's just my journey in Africa to uncover my African roots.
But why start inviting others to join you? How did that begin?
So how that happened?
Yeah.
Once I received my my role and my title,
I saw that
in Nigeria as Omo-Oba of Uhuru. One of my responsibilities that was given to me was to start bringing people and bringing awareness to the kingdom. So the first group I brought was in August of 2019 to Nigeria. And then it just expanded from there. So in 2020, me, Blacksit, we were supposed to do a joint tour to Sierra Leone. Blacksit, Juliet. You know Juliet. You'll know
probably
Juliet.
When I see it. Yes,
you'll know Juliet.
Okay.
We were supposed to do a joint tour to Sierra Leone, April of 2020, but COVID happened.
Yep.
So then after COVID calmed down and things started opening up, I'm kind of skipping over some stuff. So
well, you can go back.
Yeah, I'm going back.
Okay.
Now. So I have citizenship in Nigeria.
Yep.
I received my citizenship in Sierra Leone.
Saw that too.
And that would be January of 2021.
Correct.
So I want to say like early 2021 when Sierra Leone announced that they're going to continue the initiative to give diasporans who can trace their DNA back to Sierra Leone citizenship. I'm like, okay, I'm going to start bringing people.
Yeah.
But I had already planned a tour to Sierra Leone
already.
For that spring of 2021. So I brought a group then, did Nigeria again in August of 2021, and then brought another group to Sierra Leone in November of 2021. Then 2022, again, it was Sierra Leone and Nigeria. I'm trying to remember what year. 2023 is when I added Senegal.
Yes, okay.
And Zanzibar.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So Zanzibar, then opened it back up to East Africa. Because I'm not going to lie, I'm partial. I'm a West Africa guy. I mean, Nairobi's nice. East Africa's nice. But I'm a West Africa cat.
Yeah.
I just like West Africa.
Right.
So, and then now we've expanded. So next month, I'm taking a group to Namibia and South Africa.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And then we do Sierra Leone again in December. So looking forward to that. So that's how, as far as bringing people started.
Right. So let's go back, because you said we skipped over some things here. I want to talk about how you actually got your name and became you're a prince?
Yes.
Yeah, tell me about that.
So I'm a Omoba. Now that could be translated as prince, but I stopped using the term prince because a prince, which is a European court, they wouldn't call themselves Omoba. A sultan, which is more Arabic, they wouldn't call themselves king.
Okay.
But sometimes when it comes to African court or royalty, instead of using the name that's designated for that, or their title, their African title, we want to use the European title.
Okay.
So, Oba just means child of the king. Oba means king.
Okay.
So I'm just a child of the king.
Okay.
Which is translated, I guess, as prince.
Okay.
In Uhuru in Nigeria.
I got a Nigerian name.
What is it? Tell me.
I went to Nigeria this year, and because I'm 33% Ishan, so I went to Benin.
Okay.
And
Edo
State, yes.
Okay.
And my name is EVA.
Okay, what's that mean?
Like precious stone. It has several meanings, but the one I remember now is precious, like precious stone.
Okay.
Yeah, and then of course I have my Kenyan name Wakesho.
Okay.
Kini.
Did you ever think about legally changing your name, or?
I probably will change the Wakesho part. I'll
Okay.
keep Kia Wakesho Simmons, because I really like Wakesho, which means the future. But my DNA is actually 27.7% Luo. So my Luo name is Akini.
Here in Kenya?
Yeah, here in Kenya. So I'm Kenyan and West African.
You have Kenyan DNA?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. It traced us here first in Kenya.
Okay.
Right? And then we went to Nigeria. And somehow it shows us a chronological order how we were going back and forth. I don't know if we were intermarrying, trading, whatever. But we went back and forth for a long time to the point we became more Nigerian than Kenyan.
Okay.
And then I'm like 3% Benin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, my family, we started here in Kenya, which was crazy because I really didn't care, because I'm an East African chick.
Right.
I love Kenya, and I just couldn't understand why. And I'm Gullah Geechee too.
Okay, Geechee. Okay.
Yeah, and so my whole family were from South Carolina.
Okay.
Right. Which you can consider maybe Nilotic people, because we're right off the water, and the Luas here are Nilotic people as well.
Right.
But then again, we became Nigerian. So yeah, I was given my Nigerian name, and then I carry my Kenyan name Wakesho in the middle as my middle name, and sometimes my first name. But yeah, I think I'm gonna change it to Kia Wakesho.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. Okay, so now let's talk about the day that you were given your role, your name. How was that for you?
Oh man, it's a blessing. It's so there's a picture. So my birth name was Albert Horton Hollis II.
That is such a European name.
I know, right? Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. Appreciate it. Thank you. So I was named after my dad. My mom told me, instead of naming me Junior, she named me the second, because in European royalty, they don't say Junior, they say the second, the third, the fourth, like King Henry the fourth, this the fifth. So my 4th birthday party, when I turned 4, It was my royal birthday party.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So my mom,
So you've always been a part of royalty.
Right. So my mom, she like, she had this, red carpet rolled, up through the, sidewalk to our front door, and I had a crown.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like it's full circle.
Yeah.
Because, my mom always told me about, your royalty.
Oh, wow.
And then it comes full circle. And now, I'm installed as a Omoba.
Yes.
In Nigeria.
Okay.
So that's, that was the, like I said, it was a full circle moment.
Full circle moment.
Yeah.
So you already kind of felt like this was supposed to happen when it was happening? Or was it unbelievable?
It was unbelievable at first.
Yeah.
But then when I put two and two together,
it
made sense.
So being a quote unquote African American, Black American, of course they call us Black Americans over here. How has your experience been on the continent? I know you're on the internet just like we're on the internet. And we're seeing these, crazy internet wars.
Yeah, we the Indians. We
FBAs,
we ain't no African. Yeah.
The whole nine there. So let's talk about it.
All right.
Since you've been coming to the continent for 14 years, how have you been treated by what I like to call our cousins?
I tell people if Africa was that bad, as they say, if Africans hated us as they claim, my first trip would have been my last. Period. First trip would have been my last.
So it's been.
Yeah. My first trip would have been my last.
Yeah.
Like I would have went
You've
somewhere
been
else.
welcomed in spaces. How many times have I text you and be like, you have a gym, you have a gym, you have a gym, you have a gym. You have been invited in spaces that most people aren't allowed.
Right. Yeah. That's why I'm.
As a Black American.
If Africa was that bad, if the Africans were this mean and hated us so much and called us a kata and all this other nonsense I hear on the internet, my first trip would have been my last.
So you heard it here.
And let me be clear.
Yeah, please go.
I'm not saying Africa's perfect.
Nope.
I've had my run-ins. I've had to yell at some folks.
Yeah.
Cuss some folks out. But again, if it was that bad, my first trip would have been my last. Especially early on, because you're getting accustomed to, sometimes it's hard. You have to realize that you're not in America.
No.
So some of the conveniences that we have in America, you won't have access to, or you can have access to, but it won't be as quick. So you have to. It took me a little while, not a little while, but a little minute to realize that, and now I'm more patient. You got to be patient. You have to. You have to be patient. But overall, I'm here now. Yeah, you're here now. Donfo, which is my travel brand. I mean, it's been sustaining me the whole time since I left corporate America 2018. First tour was 2019. Business is focused on bringing people to the continent of Africa. Like, I don't go anywhere else. Like, I'm not doing Central America, South America, or Asia, or Europe. So Africa has been taking care of me. It's been sustaining me and my family. Yeah. So, again, if it was that bad, I would have packed up and left a long time ago. That's crazy. We left corporate America the same time. I left 2018, August 2018. I left October 2018. Yep. I left August the 6th, 2018 from a six-figure job. But I was mentally checked out, I would say, end of 2017. Yeah. Yeah, and in 2018, it ran its course. Because originally I was like, okay, let me find another job. But my spirit and the energy just wasn't there. I mean, I could have easily found another sales job. But I just wasn't passionate about it. Right. I was just going through the motions, like I do an interview and just be like, whatever. Yep. So I'm like, you know what, I just got to just step out on my own. Same thing here. And I said, I'm going to quit. And that's it. So it's been, 7.5 years for us? Yeah. Entrepreneurship. Haven't went back. I mean, I've had my ups and downs. Oh, my God, forget about it. Oh, God. But, we
Still in there.
We still here.
All right.
7 years strong.
7 years strong. I want to talk about your guest that you take. Your style of travel is completely different from anyone else in the diaspora.
Right.
You take people, I mean, really into the villages and the culture, and West Africa has done an amazing job at preserving the culture.
Right.
I say that 100%. East Africa is a bit different on that in terms of culture. You look around Nairobi right now, you wouldn't even know you in Africa.
Right, exactly.
But if you go to any other West African country, you can literally see people still dressed in their African garbs and things like that. So tell me about some of your customers' experience when they get to go to these places that you offer.
So for me with Danfo, we're focused on integrating with the locals as much as possible.
And you do a great job.
As much as possible. We eat the local food.
Yep.
So, you know, don't when we out and about, we eating local food. Don't come to me talking about you want a hamburger or something. You gonna eat that local food, what's on the local menu. Because I mean, that's why travel to a country and not want to? The cuisine is part of the culture.
That's true.
So why wouldn't you want to experience the culture? Like you got to start with the cuisine is a big part of that.
Right.
So we eat the local food. Like you said, we're the local customs. We're going to the villages when applicable, but we're gonna stay at a comfortable hotel.
Okay.
So when we done being out in the streets, you know, these African streets, we're gonna go to a comfortable hotel, and then I'll make sure. And sometimes stuff happens.
Yeah.
I hate when the bus break down. Sometimes it happens, but I'll make sure we're in a comfortable bus. But when we're out, we're gonna integrate as much as possible and get as much as possible of an authentic African experience. And some people might interpret that differently.
No, but yours is authentic.
Yeah. We gonna as much as
yours.
possible.
I do a little bit of here and there, but we I don't travel like that.
Yeah.
So yours is very authentic. And so what are the feedback? What are the feedback?
I mean, some people enjoy it. Some people. A lot of people like it. Some people it's not for
too much for them. Yeah, and I mean,
but I'm telling people up front, this is
what it is.
This is what it is.
Yeah, I love that. Yes. So,
but at least you get to experience it, and then also too, there are other tour operators.
Yeah.
So if you want to come to Traverse, you want to go holler at Jay Cameron, and you find what's the best fit for you and what you do. But me, like I said, we keep it authentic as much as possible as far as integrating with the locals. We shop it at the local markets. They crowded. We got to negotiate.
Yep.
Stuff ain't in the plastic. It's not going to the mall. I mean, we might step in the mall here and there, but we like instead of going to Westgate or ShopRite, we're focusing on the local market. So Balogun Market in Lagos, Victoria Market in Freetown. So that's what we do. Moving around as locals as much as possible.
I saw one video where you guys were in Sierra Leone and your clients were receiving their citizenship.
Right.
How many did you have that day? That was a huge crowd.
I would say altogether, me personally, I felt probably 120.
What?
Get their passports.
Between Sierra Leone and Nigeria?
No.
Just Sierra Leone?
Sierra Leone's the only country that has a transparent path for citizenship for the diaspora. I don't know. This might be off topic a little bit because Burkina Faso, they were supposed to, but that got canceled.
Correct.
And I've been telling people for years because even Sierra Leone changed the rules. Sierra Leone now, you have to come twice. You have to wait a year, which is fair. That makes sense.
And remember, I had called you and I'm like, listen, what is the end goal, and is there filters or there?
Well, I mean, for some people, it's just to get their passport and in Sierra Leone, it's what it is. They picked up on that.
Kind of makes sense.
I have my opinion.
He really had to filter what's going on because you don't know.
No, none of these people.
Right.
And then especially now
So
with,
it's I think it's more of a security.
Oh, absolutely.
And, you know, and it makes sense. So, you know, when the time comes, it will come. But
it's interesting. So there were people who were eligible to get citizenship in Sierra Leone, but they chose Burkina Faso because they thought they just pull up, get their passport in 2 weeks and dip.
Yeah, no.
And I'm like, dude, them days are over. November, the Sierra Leone group in November of 2023 was the last group where you can pull up and leave with a passport in under 2 weeks. So I think people are like, okay, I could go to Burkina Faso, get me a passport in 2 weeks. I ain't got to wait the whole year like with Sierra Leone, or play the wait game with Ghana. But then now they got a rude awakening.
And then, I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
It makes sense.
Like, you can't be mad.
You can't just,
You can't be mad at ADDI. You can't be mad at Dr. Ericana. You can't be mad at President you can't be mad. It's a security issue.
Yeah, it's a security issue.
And what I was explaining to somebody when they were, you know, kind of weighing their options between Sierra Leone and Burkina Faso. So number one, Burkina Faso, and I usually don't take the whole State Department travel warning list that serious, but when it's in the red, it's a no-go. Now, if I personally wanted to go, I'll go, but I wouldn't bring a group.
Yeah, no.
But when it's in a red, and you're talking about, you have a military general, Langley, who's pretty much called Toure a dictator. And then also too, I just don't see how this, with dealing with working with Sierra Leone, how they can absorb 1,000, you know, people coming to get citizenship in one week. It's just like
they're not ready. It's not ready, and this is what I also tell people all the time. Listen, this is just 1 year in,
right?
You know, that he has taken over, and he's trying to reconstruct the country. Excuse me. Trust me, everything you see online ain't the truth. Right. Okay. Things are happening, but this is not going to happen overnight, and the country is not stable enough in terms of worldwide stability to take on that type of, you know, responsibility. And it's a security thing. Like, even our movement, we don't know what we're doing because we're going with a delegation. So you know, that's that, guys. But relax. Right. It's coming, and you can find other areas in which you feel comfortable. And maybe get some type of residency while working towards citizenship.
Right.
Yeah,
which is fair.
Yeah, which is fair, right?
Which is fair.
I always like to use fair. Like,
yeah, it's fair.
It's
you know, you gotta. It has to be a win-win for both parties.
Yeah,
you know?
It has to be, and that's why I be trying to tell. Thank you, thank you.
You know, I understand you know, and I used to, when I first came to Africa, you know, we were taken here against our own free will, and you know, this is ours, and you have to give automatic citizenship. And then it's just, on the other hand, it got to make sense.
They got to make sense. These are developing countries as well. We went over, you know, all of the great things that you've been doing the past couple of years. I want to kind of segue into something that a lot of people kind of misconstrue or get misinformation about. Right. And that's the cost of living or the cost of travel on the continent. Can we talk about that?
Well, just travel alone is more expensive. Like a flight in between, we'll say, round trip from Lagos to Abidjan, Cote d'Ivoire.
Oh my God, it's crazy.
It costs more round trip than if I were coming from New York to Lagos, or New York to Senegal, or New York to Abidjan. So specifically West African travel between countries, it's crazy.
Even here, the whole of Africa.
Well, I think East Africa is a little less expensive than West Africa.
But it's expensive.
It's still expensive.
It's expensive, yeah.
It's still expensive. But you will notice traveling, depending on the season, from America to even Kenya Airways, New York, round trip, direct flight, costs less.
It does.
Than traveling from, like I said, Lagos to Abidjan, or Lagos to Freetown.
That's right.
Or even Freetown to Accra.
Okay.
It's crazy.
So just the flights alone. But let's talk about, we were talking about relocation and people thinking they could come over to Africa and live off of, absolutely nothing.
Right.
The way that they would want to live.
Right.
Now, you can, but it might not be how you want to live.
Exactly.
Talk about the misinformation around that.
Well, it's this free land mindset. So I always hear people, I heard the Chiefs giving us free land, and it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's just this mindset that Africa is dirt cheap, especially if you want the same standard of living that you had
in the States. Yeah.
It'll be cheaper than the States, but it's still gonna.
Missouri. So.
But it's not gonna be as cheap as you think. But it's just, people have to do their research.
Yeah. And even with that, researching online ain't the same
as being on ground.
Totally different.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, the misconception that people also have in terms of mainly relocating here, but even with the travel, they expect to travel all the way to Africa for like less than $1,500 or something crazy like that for 7 to 10 days, and that's absolutely ridiculous.
Well, you can, but again, you're gonna be in the village.
Oh yeah. You ain't.
Somebody in the village that let you crash in the village. You could get a ticket for about $1,000, and then you could go crash in the village. Yeah.
For $500.
Well, less than that, but but you'll be in a village, but people aren't.
Yeah, people can't do the village.
That's outside their comfort zone. I've done it several times.
That's what you.
But y'all ain't. You guys aren't gonna. The majority of people.
I did that. Let me tell you, I did that in Senegal. You remember when I was doing trips to Senegal?
Right.
And we was going to Labgar. Remember I told you, I'm not sure if I spoke to you, that the mayor had invited us to Labgar to fill them.
Okay.
And we stayed out there, and then I took a group out there. And people was like, oh, all we needed was 1 day of this. We didn't need to be out here for 3-4 days.
Right.
Yes, because it was real village life.
Right.
And matter of fact,
no running water, no AC. Is village. You dump in buckets. No flushing toilet. You dump in buckets.
Yeah.
So you can do it for $1,500 if you want to do that.
And as you said, most people ain't gonna want to do that. So that's important for you all to know.
No hot water.
You gonna get what you pay for.
Right.
So you decided, while being here in Nairobi, that you wanted to do a wellness checkup.
Right.
Why here?
So I watched one of your clips, videos on Instagram.
Okay.
And you were marketing the medical tourism. And I'll be honest, I have done a terrible job as far as getting physicals done. I think I feel like I'm still invisible. I'm 43, but I feel strong. I feel young. When I'm at the gym and I got the young boys, in their 20s, I'm out lifting them. But, I'm at that age where like prostate and cancer and, blood pressure and, checking your heart out. It's like I'm at that age where it's important, and preventative care is important.
Yes.
So I'm like, you know what? Since you're here, you're marketing the medical tourism, I'm coming to Nairobi. And I know when I get back to America, the chances of me getting it done are probably slim to none. So I'm like, let me go ahead and take care of it now in Nairobi. So I'm going to the hospital today, get just a full physical.
Full physical.
I think they're gonna check, see if I have like any type of pancreatic cancer or so, and it's for $350. You can't. And it's like, and so me personally, since I'm in Africa so much, a lot of my health care I'm gonna just take care of over here because it's dirt. It's dirt. Doing my ultrasound.
You're doing the ultrasound. Okay. What did they check in? Excuse. What did they check in with the ultrasound? So his urinary, your prostate, and your kidneys. They're about to check that right now.
Let's check it. Okay.
Wow. Okay. Good luck.
Okay.
We're gonna leave you here.
Appreciate it.
All right, and then you'll be able to tell us later the entire experience.
I got you.
All right.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.
Enjoy. Okay.